Hi guys, I'm here with another tutorial, and this one is based off a picture that I found on the internet. It's very warm, like oranges, like just very warm shades of all different colors, just very warm and very like summery, and it has these beautiful like nude peach lips, wow, lips, and a lot of bronzer. I'll give you a close-up so you can see, but I really love this look. And as anything else that I do, it's really inexpensive. A lot of NYX shadows, you can see the close-up there. It has oranges, pinks, beiges, corals, a little bit of, I already said pinks. But yeah, I also want to mention that I forgot to tell you that the foundation that I already had on was my Revlon Colorstay, just in case you were wondering, because I forgot to mention that at the end of the video. So I hope you guys enjoy this one, and I will talk to you later. As my base, I'm going to be using my Mehron Aqua palette in Pastel. And these are just colors that are activated by water. I'm just going to drop a little bit of water in it. And I'm going to be using this warm brown shade and just mixing it in with my blending brush. And I'm testing out the texture of it on the back of my hand before putting it on my eye to make sure that it's not too liquidy and not too pasty. And then I'm just going to put this pretty much all over my eye except for the brow bone. And I used 1 drop of water, and that is more than enough for both eyes, I find. And I do feel that blending brushes are what best apply these Mehron Aqua colors instead of like flat brushes. So that soft brown shade created like a really warm look on the eyes overall. And it's going to be a great base for all the warm orange and reds and coral shades that we're going to apply over it. And I'm just going to go on my eyelid with Sunset eyeshadow by NYX. And it's just nearly matte, but a little bit of a gold sheen orangey tone. But it's not like an in-your-face orange. It's more of a subdued orange. I'm just going to apply this on my lid. Then to make the lid color a little bit more red orange, I'm going to put Rust by NYX again over it, and it's just a rusty color. And I'm not really packing this onto my brush. I just picked up a little tiny bit because I don't really want it to cover the orange. I just wanted to complement it. Next, I'm taking Taupe eyeshadow by NYX, and this is a taupe, but it's a lighter taupe, and it's more on the matte side. So I'm gonna put this into my crease just to give it a little bit of a brownie definition, and to sort of bring some matteness into it, because that rusty color was a bit shimmery and I want this to be more matte. Then over that brown, I'm going to apply a Splash Pigment in Sea Pumpkin. And this is a really vibrant orange, and it's shimmery. This is where I want my shimmer to be located in my crease. But since it's so orange and really dark, I'm just really applying it with the lightest hand. I'm just applying a little bit, and then I'm going to go over it with a blending brush to smooth it out. And I'm applying this over where I just applied that Sea Pumpkin shade from the Splash. On the outer part of my lower lash line, I'm going to apply Red Bronze, which is not really much of red or bronze. It's more of a purpley fuchsia pink. And I'm just going to apply this very lightly again because I don't have the exact shade that the look requires, but I'm using what I have, so that's what you should do too. So I'm just going to put this right on the outer sort of third, just to give a look of that redness or pinkiness right there. Next, I'm going to take an Ultra Pro Mania Loose Pigment by NYX, and this one is in Sky Pearl. And all of these are really frosty shades, and this one is just like a really beautiful, soft, almost cool tone pink, like a silvery pink. And I'm picking that up with a small detail brush, and I'm just going to put this on the rest of my lower lash line where I didn't apply anything, and also around my tear duct. I'm also going to take just a little bit of that and just run it all over the lower lash line, even over that pink shade that's on the outer corner. This is going to give a very luminous and open eye effect. And I'm also taking some of it on a small blending brush and just applying it better on the tear duct, because that little detail brush is really stiff, so it doesn't really blend it out, and I really want this blended out in here. And for my highlight, I'm just going to take a shade that's close to my skin tone in a matte finish and just put that right under the brows and blend out anything that is harsh. I'm going to apply my Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner Blackest Black onto my waterline. And I'm also going to take the pointy brush that I'm applying it with and just sort of work it into the lash lines so it's a bit more smoky. I'm also going to apply the tiniest, thinnest line right on top, mostly just like in between the lashes, to give it more of a fuller effect and a bit of a more of a smoky effect. Now, similar to my other tutorials, I already have on mascara, but I'm going to apply on some more just for you guys, and it's the Maybelline Falsies. Yeah, this is my favorite lately. Never thought I'd be seeing that. So I'm done with the eyes. I'm just going to touch up my concealer and put a little bit of powder on my face to control the shininess, and I will be back. Okay, I just came back real quick to tell you that I went back and decided that it wasn't smoky enough as I wanted it to, so I took some matte black eyeshadow from NYX and just black and this really stiff little brush, and I just dipped it in the tips and I just took it on my lash line and sort of pushed it up so it kind of blended up, and it's a lot more smoky now. Okay, now I'm gonna finish my face and I'll be back. So for my face, I really want it to be bronzed and tan. So I'm taking a darker face powder than my own, and I'm really gonna focus this on the hollows of my cheeks and like around my entire face. And I'm taking my Revlon finishing powder in Suntan Matte, which is a lovely matte bronzer, and I really love the way it looks on my cheeks, like on the apples. And I'm really gonna pack this on to my apples, blending back. And then just go around my face with it as well. For my lips, I am going to do a very nude but still peach, like with a coral hint to it, nude. First I'm going to apply this Revlon matte lipstick in smoked peach, and it's a really beautiful peach shade, and it's matte, so it's good because the picture, the lips in the picture were matte. So that's on its own, and then over it, to sort of mute down the color and make it way more nude, I'm going to put NYX Lip Lacquer Pot in Rainbow, which is seriously like a lip eraser shade, at least on my skin tone. I really like these lip lacquer pots. I like the texture and the finish. So I'm just going to put this over, and it's going to give me the perfect peach, nude peach. And that's it. It's really lovely. I'm a sucker for nude lips, especially when they're peach based rather than pink based. So yeah, I love these lips, and I love the way they look with the eyes. Let's get a close-up of the eyes so you can see the final results. They're very warm and kind of shimmery, like around the lid, because the lid is a little bit more on the matte side, but I love this pop of like silvery pink in here and a little bit of a fuchsia shade down here. So it's really pretty, really summery, and I really love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Let's zoom out all the way. And I know I look so pale and white, but it's this fluorescent light that I have. See? Anyways, I just thought I'd put that in there, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you next time. Bye bye.